Oh shoot, I'm live. God damn it, I ain't even get a chance to put my stuff up here. Hold on, y'all. You know I gotta do this right. I ain't did this in a while. Hold on, hold
Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla.
on. All right, y'all. All right. Y'all, I haven't been on here in a minute, so please excuse me. I ain't even turn my camera off like I normally do. I'm just coming on here just any old kind of way. But this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. So, I'm on camera. Y'all gonna see me with my salad and everything. So it is what it is. I forgot to put my avatar up there. But I have a subject that I want to talk about with you guys because I'm getting so sick and tired of every time, there's a conversation amongst Black women. And this is Black women even trying to have the conversation just amongst ourselves about health, about fitness, about, just getting ourselves together. It ain't always about, what you look like, because getting yourself together, looking better is just a bonus. That's all it is. But it's all about longevity. There are plenty of studies out here that support the fact that Black women are leading the pack when it comes to having high BMI, body counts, high um, preferences of being overweight, obese, and high preferences of having diabetes, stroke, high blood pressure, heart attacks, you name it. So every time there's just a conversation for Black women to other Black women, the subject always turns into, well, my man like it. And see, I'm so sick and tired of, because see, I'm in my late 40s. I'm heading over to 50. So I can give a damn right now about what a man like and what a man don't like. What I care about is the fact that we are dying in troves and we don't have to. And there's plenty of nutrition education out here, plenty of things that we can look to better ourselves as women. But it always goes back to, but this nigga like it. And I want to talk about that today. I'm so glad, that I'm going to talk about this today. Um, that my nigga liking shit, that's what's putting y'all in the early grade. Now, some of y'all pride yourselves on not being pick Mishas. Some of y'all pride yourselves on, having the game down pack and all that type of stuff. And I'm here to tell you, we all old enough to know that these ninjas will pretty much sleep with anything. Yeah, we are old enough to know that. That's not a news flash. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I'm gonna lay it out. The reason why a lot of Black women don't give a damn about fitness, their health, working out, eating proper nutrition. I'm gonna tell you why we don't give a damn. Now, what if you went to a job every day, work your ass off, right? You show up every day on time. You hit the deadlines on time, even sometimes ahead of time. You come up with the best ideas. Okay, lettuce in between the teeth. Come up with the best ideas, right? And instead of you being promoted, you see yourself being promoted along with the guy that slacked off, didn't come up with any ideas, basically did the bare minimum. So there's not really any reward for putting in extra effort. I'm just saying, what if? So if you see that there's no reward for putting in extra effort and that everybody's going to pretty much end up with the same thing, well then, what is the benefit then of putting in the hard work? And that's how Black women look at diet, fitness, exercise. That's how we look at it. Because see, if the next woman is putting in all this effort in the gym and she's putting in all this effort to change what she eats and she transforms herself, but then she looks around and she sees that ninjas are basically giving women that don't put in as much effort as that the same treatment. So basically, all women are getting the same treatment. This is why I'm getting somewhere with this. Because, see, I'm so sick and tired of people acting like they don't understand why Black women are not really concerned with being fit. It's because the fit girl is going to be treated the same as the unfit girl that just has a soft body, cellulite, a big butt, but the weight falls in the right places and it's good enough. So the good enough woman is going to get the same treatment as the woman that put in the effort. So Black women are looking at it like this. If I can still get all the benefits without putting in all the effort, then God damn it, I'm just going to do the bare minimum. So we don't give a fuck. So this is the reason why every time, even amongst Black women, when we get to talking about our health, our mortality rates and all of that, the conversation always goes back to a man and what that man like. We never ever care about our own health, our own well-being, our own mortality, being around for our grandkids. We don't want to hear none of that because we still get the same benefits as the chick that put in the effort. And if you think I'm lying, like I said, I am a person who is, like Cat Williams would say, a avid observer. I'm an avid observer. And like even online, when you have these women that are fat, out of shape, supposedly, unattractive and unworthy, you got niggas losing their whole freaking marriages in real time over regular ass motherfuckers. So why would a Black woman looking at women that are regular than a motherfucker, getting money, getting paid, and I ain't not hating at all. I say get your money, baby, get your money. Because if they gonna give it, hey, get it. You don't have to be an Instagram model. You don't have to, care about what you look like for real, for real. All you gotta do is put on a waist trainer and make sure the ass is, jiggling just like it's supposed to be jiggling, and boom. That's all the effort you need. That's all the effort you got to put into it. So if I don't have to do 100 lunges, if I don't have to get down and do 50 squats, if I don't have to do chin ups, if I don't have to do an hour, 30 minutes on a treadmill, if I don't have to beat myself up in the gym and give up sugar, if I don't have to give up sugar, if I don't have to make any type of sacrifices to get benefits, like these other chicks doing. I'm still getting the same benefits as these chicks. What you think gonna happen? And this is the thing that has been running rampant for I don't know how long in the Black community. And it really, really kills me, because then you'll have Black men. Who other than Black men? And the only reason y'all do it is because you use it as a weapon. Y'all will sit up here and throw up in a woman's face quicker than she can say F you. You'll throw it up in her face. Well, y'all the biggest women and y'all got the highest obesity rate and the highest out of being out overweight, and you're the highest this and the highest that, and then y'all quick to throw that in a Black woman's face. But when you turn the cameras off, when those microphones go off and those DMs come on, what y'all saying in the DM ain't the same thing y'all saying when the camera rolling. What y'all saying in the DM ain't the same thing when the microphone is off. So I mean, what's the incentive? There's no incentive. That's what it is. There's no incentive at all. Like I can sit up here till I'm blue in the face, and I could talk about how back when I was 235 pounds, I had high blood pressure, nearly died of a stroke, nearly lost my eyesight. Okay, that's the reason why I'm wearing these glasses now, because I was unhealthy. I was eating unhealthy food, and I was killing myself every day because I just wanted to maintain a figure that I thought these Negroes wanted. And so the easiest way for me to do that, and I knew Black men, y'all don't have standards. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's the reason why, that old commercial where they had a little boy eating the cereal and they said, hey, give it to Mikey, he'll eat it. He eats anything. Yeah, Black men are like the garbage men of every community. So every out of shape, sickly woman from every community, not just Black community, but every community, those men say, hey, give her to Mikey. Big Mike, he'll eat it. And Big Mike will be right over there eating it too. He'll get the out of shape Latino. He'll get the out of shape Asian. He'll get the out of shape white woman, as well as his own out of shape Black woman. Mikey's gonna eat it. So if women know that Black Mike is gonna eat it, I mean, why do we have to kill ourselves in the gym? I mean, it's part of the culture, right? But yet there's a double-edged sword here. Because meanwhile, while Mikey is eating it when the camera's off, while Mikey is pretty much, when the microphone turn off and the camera turn off, Mikey's in the DM because he's trying to get his midnight snack. And he don't care how big it is. Mikey will eat anything. And that's what Black men have become. Demetrius, I knew you were going to chime in. He says, well, you ain't talking about me. Looks away. Demetrius, yeah, I'm talking about you too. When the cameras go off, when y'all get through typing in the chat room and, saying all the little derogatory things y'all like to say to try to lower Black women's self-esteem. And that's the other game y'all play too. That's the game. That lowering the self-esteem is also part of the game. You all sit up here and you talk so much about, dress sizes and, oh, you Black women are so out of shape. Y'all need to get it together. All these other women are so this and they're so that. Let me tell you, the average Black man, I'm not talking about Black men that got money like these high earning ball players and actors that we see online, these celebrities. See, you all got to stop comparing your regular ass lives to what y'all see on TMZ, because that ain't what y'all regular Negroes is doing. Y'all regular Negroes is in the DMs of Monique Okay, y'all is sitting up there hitting up Lizzo. Okay, y'all need to just go ahead, tell the truth, and shame the devil. And this is the reason why black women don't give a damn about hitting the gym, about our health. We're not trying to hear that because we know that we don't have to do all of that to get y'all. Y'all will just be happy to get something. And there have been other black men that tried to come out and put it on blast, like Jason Black and Kevin Samuels and so on and so forth. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So now, if you are a sister that's actually been in a place where you almost died, you had all these ailments and diseases, and you got with your doctor, your nutritionist, and you found out that, damn, you know what, I've been living life fucked up. I've been worried about the wrong thing the entire time. I'm worried about not losing my ass, but I could actually lose my whole ass, meaning my whole life. We as black women, we don't think on that lines though. We don't think about our longevity. The only thing we thinking about is bending over and making the ass clap for some Negroes that we claim, like I said, and we know better than the black men. We'll sit up there and we'll be all up in the camera making the ass clap for some Negroes that we claim we don't want. We all over at Princella talking about these men are not capable of love 1 minute, but then when we out of the DMs, when we out of the chat room, and when the camera go off and when the microphone go off, guess who in the DMs with these niggas talking about some what's up? Let me send a coochie pic. Oh, you want to see some titties? It's y'all. Y'all doing this shit. And I just be like, okay, all right. So, yeah, right, Demetrius, mental gymnastics. Mental just gymnastics all day. Let me see if I can highlight your comment. And hey, it is what it is. But brothers, if you all are going to be Mikey, and Mikey eats anything, like that old commercial used to say. Those white boys used to be like, hey, give it to Mikey. He'll eat it. He'll eat anything. Yeah, those white guys, Asian guys, Hispanic guys that got money, and they're men of means, or some of them not even men of means. They're just men who men of provision. They're not even men of means. They're just men of provision. They say, let Black Mikey have the motherfuckers. And that's what you all are for. You all are the cleanup men. That's what you all are for. And black women, we got to stop accepting the fact that our men don't have standards, because it feels good to us that somebody just wants us. It's a reason why when I turn on the television, I watch a lot of these dating shows. I don't know if you guys watch Love Island and all these little shows and stuff like that. And it seems like they have some really, really nice black women on the show, right? But every single time black women get passed up, even by our own black men, it's embarrassing at this point. We are always picked last, and there's stigmas attached to it, because we got the I don't give a fuck attitude. And it goes beyond just how we feel about our health. It goes way beyond that. And we claim that we don't care. We the biggest proponents of being boss bitches, of not giving a fuck, of saying that these niggas ain't shit. Cynthia G got kicked off land for saying some stuff about not giving birth to any more black men. I mean, we claim we don't care like that, but then you turn around and the actions always say otherwise. Meanwhile, while y'all over there big up and Princella, yeah, these niggas they don't know how to love and this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, after Princella turned the camera off, after the microphone go down, after y'all out the chat room, what y'all doing in the DM? Something totally different. Something totally different. Then the next scandal is, whose pussy is this? Wait, what you doing with my pussy? Because you put your pussy out there. Because when the camera went off and when the microphone got turned down and you jumped into the DMs, you put your own pussy out there because you're a desperate bitch. You're desperate. And desperation breeds desperate acts. And that's why you don't give a damn. You don't even give a damn about your own image as a woman, let alone your health or anything else. And see, it's always got to be an echo chamber. It's always got to be, well, if you don't go along and get along with the sisterhood, and there's two different types of sisterhoods. So there's the sisterhood that claim they don't give a damn about black men. We're gonna put them on the side of the Princellas. Okay, that's the sisterhood over there. Then we got the sisterhood that claim, hey, let's divest. We don't give a damn about black men. Let's divest. You got that over there. But we see what happened with Crystal and Harrison, don't we? We found out, hey, when the camera was on and the microphone was on, she was saying one thing, but it was something else going on in them DMs. It was something totally different going on in those DMs, though. And then you got the third part of the sisterhood that's like on the pygmisha side. Like, you bitches are all hyenas and pick y'all wish you can be a pygmisha like me and all this other stuff. So we got those three different types of sisterhoods. And if you say anything outside of the doctrine of any of those sisterhoods, you will be dragged. Demetrius said, versus the pygmy spear. Yeah, the hyena spear versus the pygmy spear. This is what it's been for over a decade now. And I wonder if y'all get tired of having the same type of arguments, because I know I do. That's the reason why I got my ass up off of here. And then if you say something, that goes against either the pygmisha fear or the hyena sphere, well, then you're just jealous. You're jealous. The hyena sphere says you're jealous because of their big, fat, out of shape ass is better than yours. And the pygmy sphere says that you are big and fat and you need to lose weight, and you're just jealous because they're in shape, they're in better shape than you. I mean, either way it goes, you can't win. Either way, you're on either side, like, oh my God. You can't win. But if you call it down the middle and you say they both full of shit, because at the end of the day, the divestors are fucking and sucking black dick. The pick me sphere, they really fucking and sucking black dick. And the I hate all men, let's not birth any more of them, they're not only fucking and sucking black dick, but they're getting knocked up with them too. So at the end of the day, it all boils down to these Negroes. All of y'all are still overly, I would say, obsessed. You're overly obsessed with these Negroes that you can't see what's good for you. It's all about what a Negro like. And this is how I know that it's all about these Negroes. Because whenever a woman gets into an argument with another woman, it ain't about what it is that she accomplished outside of some penis. So if you tell a woman, hey, you know what? It's kind of fucked up that you running around here, showing your ass to everybody and everybody done seen it and it got leaked online. Oh, well, you just mad because, I got that money, I got that do re me, and you can't do it like me, and woo, woo, woo. Yeah, okay. I'm mad and I'm jealous because my pussy and my ass is not out there. That makes a lot of sense. And that little money that you get, I made that 10 times over on my own without showing no ass, no pussy, no nothing. But you can't do that on your own. You have no accomplishments outside of your pussy. And this is what a lot of people, a lot of females, they don't want to stand on that shit. No accomplishments outside your pussy. That damn pussy ought to be tied. Your pussy is always the fucking answer to everything. I bet your pussy hates you. A lot of y'all, if y'all pussy could talk, your pussy would cuss you out because your pussy is the go-to for every motherfucking thing that go wrong in your motherfucking life. That thing done been dragged out, pulled out so many goddamn times. Right, Demetrius, I have a pussy versus I'm a PhD. And you ain't got to be a PhD, actually, to have some common damn sense. Every time I go online and I see Black women doing the most, I'm just like, we're doomed. We are doomed. And it's because of you Negroes. Black men, you all perpetuate the bullshit. And here's how. Like I said, you sit up here out one side of your mouth and you talk about these bitches is fat, these bitches ain't this, these bitches ain't that, they not good mothers, they this, they that, they this, they that. But the very women that you all talk about like dogs when the camera's on, you motherfuckers is in the DMs when the cameras is off. And these are women that ain't particularly good mothers. These are women that are very much overweight and out of shape, and they don't give a damn. You want to know why they don't give a damn? They don't give a damn because they know you going. You're gonna go any goddamn way. So, I mean, like I said earlier, if I don't have to bust my ass in the gym, if I don't have to give a damn about my health, if I don't have to give a damn about longevity for myself, the only thing I got to do is just keep eating these hamburgers, keep eating the sugar, keep eating the flour and the bad carbs, not move my ass. Not the only time I move my ass is twerk. That's it. That's all you got to do. The easiest thing to do. And if I want to get snatched, I'm not going to do that in the gym. The easiest thing for me to do is get money from you to get a tummy tuck. But guess what? That tummy tuck is not going to lower your cholesterol level. It's not going to stop diabetes. It's not going to lower your blood pressure. None of that shit. And they're starting to say that women are coming back getting second and third tummy tucks because when you get the tummy tuck and you get the fat sucked out, you never change your lifestyle. So now the gut is back, the side rolls are back. You just wasted your money because you don't have a healthy lifestyle. You didn't have the discipline to begin with. And so we are still left with a bunch of unhealthy plastic surgery motherfuckers that just don't give a shit. And they're not going to give a shit because right behind them are the desperate ass, no standard having Black men that will take them anyway. I do have to say that I have a certain admiration for white men and men from Europe, German men. They pretty much have standards. Like if those women are not fit, they're not going to have nothing to do with them. And I don't even care if the woman isn't particularly attractive in the face. If the woman isn't fit, they're not gonna fuck with them. Yeah, Demetrius, I do. I have a respect for him. I do. I live out here in Phoenix, and I see a lot of interracial dating. And one thing that I can see is that out here, you just go up into the Target, you go into the Walmart. Hell, you ain't even got to go to Target or Walmart. You could go right there to Fashion Square Mall in Scottsdale, where the cost of living is high. And you will see a black man with a good paying job and his fat, sloppy white wife. And I never understand it. Never. For New Year's, I rung in the New Year's. I watched that movie Color Purple, and I was out walking in Glendale Entertainment District, which is pretty, upscale out here. And I mean, whenever I saw a non-black man with a black woman, that girl was young, vivacious, body snatched, like somebody just took a string and just snatched her waist in. When they get with our women, they get the best of the best. It's like, mwah, the creme de la creme. They're not the cleanup men for our race. Our, fat black women, can't run over there and be like, hey, I'm going to get a high earning white man. We can't do that. We just can't. And also, if you do run over there, you're going to have competition of women that have been pretty much taught to diet and be, mindful about their health and fitness all their lives. And see, it's not even a cliche, because when I go to the gym, if I try to have a conversation with a sister about health and fitness, even inside the gym, the sister really don't have an idea about things like calories and, saturated fats or hemoglobin and insulin resistance and, those types of conversations. I can't have that conversation with another sister. And if I do try to have that conversation with another sister, there's a, how can I say, tension that all of a sudden comes in the air when we start talking about health and fitness, and it's so thick you can cut it with a knife, because now she getting in her feelings because we having this conversation about nutrition at the gym, where she said she was there to, I guess, get a better, life or a better body, but she's not there, for the right reasons. She's there because she wants to lift her butt up, and she thinks, she's going to get that waist snatched. That's what she's there for. But she doesn't know that if you're in the gym and you're lifting weights and you're doing the squats and you're sweating your ass off on the treadmill, you could do that all day long, 7 days a week. But I guarantee you, if you still going home eating sugar, flour, all that bad carbohydrates that you've been eating, you haven't disciplined yourself in the kitchen, all of that will be for naught. You're not going to get any gains. You don't even know what your hormonal balance is as a woman. And we all, as women, are hormonal throughout our entire lives. And different women have different levels of hormonal imbalance. But when I started losing weight, I had to go to my doctor to check my hormones to see exactly what level my insulin resistance was at. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't know what foods not to eat in order to trigger my cortisol and my insulin levels. Blue Devil Ghee, don't even get me started on the South, okay? Don't even get me started on the motherfucking South. The South is worse. Like I said, it becomes part of the culture. And I'm so sick and tired of everything that's bad for us. We accept it as just part of the culture. Oh yeah, we love our women big. That's part of the culture. Meanwhile, other people culture, their women are fit and they're living for a long time. Longevity is part of their culture and they're damn educated about it. Meanwhile, you can't even try to attempt to educate. You can't even attempt. See, here we go, Blue Devil G. Thickness is in sisters. No, Blue Devil G. Let me tell you what happens to that thickness after a while. It turns into cellulite. All of that turns into something that we as Black women do not need. That's what it turns into. And, I get so sick and tired of older Black women misinforming the younger Black women. Because I'm going to tell you, as an older Black woman, youth gives you an advantage. When I was younger and I was carrying that 200 pounds, I did not have high blood pressure because I was young. When I was younger and I had all them thick hips and thick thighs, I was unstoppable because I was young, okay? My AGEs hadn't kicked in yet. But then after I hit 25, start rolling into 30, all of a sudden, I had high blood pressure. For the first time in my life, I think I was like 30, 31 when it hit me. All the bad eating that I was doing when I was younger hit me when I was 30. And I no longer had my youth as an advantage anymore. Because I used to sit up there and I sounded just like some of these Black women that come on here. Oh, I'm 250 pounds. I'm 300 pounds. And I can do splits and I don't have no diabetes. I ain't got no high blood pressure. And I'm just fit. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. And I did all that talking. And I talked all the way up until about 30, 31, 32. And then about 35, I had a stroke. I wasn't young no more. I was getting old. And all that shit that I did while I was young, while I was talking that bullshit, was starting to catch up with me. And see, that's the reason why I say Black men like Blue Devil Gee, talking about the thickness and all this other stuff. Y'all don't give a damn about Black women health. Y'all don't care if we kill over and die, as long as you don't have to take care of us when it happens. I'm going to tell you the truth. And Black women, y'all need to wake up to that too. Y'all really need to wake up to that. You'll have your big fat rumpa on your back, walking around talking about some, ooh, I get the men like it, and they look at my pussy, and I get the money and all that type of stuff. But then as soon as your ass got to go in for heart surgery and you got a recovery period, and I've seen this in my family. When the woman got sick, all that good pussy, she got a big fat ass and all that type of stuff, that nigga was gone. As a matter of fact, this motherfucker didn't even like to go to work. But he decided all of a sudden he liked going to work and he liked working overtime when he had to take care of his wife. Because she was sick. Because she was too big. She was out of shape. And I don't give a damn, Blue Devil Gee. Don't give me that bullshit about we do care. I'm talking about collectively. No, the fuck you don't. Collectively, you Negroes will leave these women high and dry when they get sick. And I have seen this with my own eyes. I forget who there was this one Black male politician. His Black wife had developed dementia. And that's the other thing too, like the eating the bad foods, the carbs, the bad the chemicals that are in the processed foods can also not only cause cancer and give you bad eyesight, but it can also cause dementia. So his Black wife was laid up at home sick with dementia. And this nigga could not wait until she died. He moved his mistress right on in there with her. And see, the thing about dementia, especially if you're not far off into it, you'll have moments of clarity. You'll have moments of clarity. And they were saying that woman was having moments of clarity where she knew her husband was in there fucking another woman in her house. So don't tell me, Blue Devil Gee, what you guys won't do when your woman gets sick. And I'm not talking about just a sprinkling of you, because I do know that there are some black men that do care. But collectively, y'all are not taking care of y'all women when they get sick. Hell no. That has always been the job of the black woman, to take care of you Negroes when you get sick. As a matter of fact, a lot of y'all don't settle down until you get sick and can't do nothing no more. I never forget my uncle, oh shoot, I ain't gonna say his name because I know some of his kids might be watching, my cousins. But let me tell you, this Negro, when his wife had a stroke and got sick, that Negro went and did double time working for the bus company. He was a pastor at the church. He stayed and did overtime at the church. And he left the care of his wife to his children because he could not be bothered. He didn't want to be bothered. And when she subsequently died, it took him less than a year to find another woman. And the reason why he got married again was not because he wanted to get married again, but because then his behind became sick. He had multiple strokes and a heart attack. And now he can barely get around. So he went and found nice, good young girl in the church. And she happily stepped into them shoes so she could say, I's married now. I's married. But she got a sick old dude that's getting ready to kick the bucket. And he planned that. My cousin called me and she told me, she said, Mel, you know, at first I was mad at my father after he married that woman so soon after my mother passed. But he said he needed somebody to take care of him. Y'all don't take care of nobody, but you want somebody to take care of you every time. And don't tell me that you do this collectively, because that's bullshit. Collectively, y'all don't. And black women stay caring about what the hell you all think. And I'm just like, I'm so over it. I'm over it. Right. Now, Mike Johnson, I can respect that comment. He says, these days I disagree with the collective. And that's the mindset you got to have. Right now, you know, everybody's is a monolith. Everybody thinks that they have to think the same. You have to go with the crowd because that's what's popping right now. And you know, I'm sorry, but the collective is effed up. And when we as a group can say fuck the collective, and we actually do things to actually turn things all the way around, we can stop saying that negative shit is part of the culture. Oh yeah, being thick, black women just thick. No, we not. And there is no such thing as big bone. I wish you all would stop throwing that term around too. Oh yeah, she thick. She big bone. She fat. Fat. And when she gets older, you're not going to take care of her. Okay? When she strokes out, when she gets diabetes and got to stick herself, my sister has to stick herself every day and take insulin. I was pre-diabetic and I worked out. It took me, because I had started talking about that about 5 years ago, and I was doing my little walks, you know, when I was in the truck. And it took me a long time to reverse diabetes. That shit takes a long time. It took me 5 years. And you can reverse diabetes, but you got to get rid of sugar. You got to get rid of the flour. You can't eat nothing with flour in it. Bread got flour in it. Tortillas got flour in it. You can't have no pasta. You know, it's a lot of stuff I had to discipline myself and just say, hey, I got to give it up. I can't have it. And that's what a lot of us as Black women don't want to do. And then I hear a lot of Black women overly concerned that if I lose weight, am I going to lose my butt? What about your life? Because that's the butt you need to be worried about. Yourself, your life. That's the butt you need to be worried about. But if you really want to know, you actually look better when you're slimmer. You look younger when you're slimmer. It's like you age backwards when you take the weight off. So I don't know. I don't know what I can say to convince you. I mean, Angela Bassett, she doesn't do plastic surgery or none of that. She talked about all of the workouts that she does, and she's well into her 60s, going into her 70s. The woman is awesome. I aspire to get to her level. And I've been 5 years into this thing. So yeah, Black men, y'all the reason why, a lot of these women are stifled, being held back. We are allowing ourselves to be held back because of a man, once again. And I will challenge any woman that disagrees with me to disagree with me without saying how much a nigga like it. Disagree with me without bringing up any man. Talk about your own accomplishments. What it is that you're doing to accomplish what you're getting through these days without bringing up a nigga. But you can't do that because everything that Black women do, it always we have a nigga in the back of our mind when we're doing it. The way we dress, everything that we do is always got some man and is right there at the forefront. And when we disagree with each other, you get mad. If you get mad enough at another Black woman, some of you women have even said, hey, I've been mad at a woman so mad that I turned around and fucked her man because I knew it would piss her off. Some of y'all had even sunk down to those levels. And don't say y'all ain't been on here saying shit like this, because I hate a motherfucking liar. But then you'll be all over there at Princella's talking about you love Black women and a sisterhood and all this other shit. And y'all some damn liars. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't even halfway like Princella. And y'all pretty much low key be waiting in the wings for somebody's downfall. And as soon as she fall off, you ain't gonna have her back. Yeah, I said that shit because I've seen it numerous times on here. Y'all don't know how to be friends to each other or sisters to each other. Soon as somebody falls or have a demise, you all are sitting up there, can't wait to talk shit. I can't wait to talk shit about that sister. Well, I thought that you and Cynthia were cool. Oh, fuck that bitch. I thought you and Princella was cool. That bitch wasn't cool. I knew she wanted some dick the whole time. But as soon as they fall off, you can't wait to talk shit. So that's the reason why, I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with it. I had started looking introspectively at myself, worrying about my own health, my own fitness, worrying about my relationships outside of social media, my real life people that actually do matter, that count, my health, my longevity. That's what I'm worried about. So, I surround myself with other like-minded individuals, other like-minded women. So when I'm having conversations with them, we're talking on a higher plane than my man, my man, my man, which those conversations get tired. Like I had a girlfriend recently, her daughter got married, and I went to the wedding, and it was beautiful. And it was more or less congratulations. And it was time to celebrate. But then after the congratulations and the celebrations, there's no my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. And her daughter doesn't, her entire life and her identity isn't linked to a wedding band. This girl went to school to become a neurosurgeon. She has all types of accomplishments under her belt besides her man, her man, her man. And that's what I respect and admire most about her. And I respect them, and I see that in other like-minded women. So when I get with other like-minded women, I respect the fact that they have beautiful families, long-lasting relationships, and other accomplishments outside of that. Their whole life is not centered around this. But when I turn on my computer, even those of you all that claim that you divested, even those of you all that claim that you don't want to birth them anymore, and these niggas don't know how to love, and the list goes on and on. Your whole content, everything you talk about every day revolves around these niggas. And so I'm just saying, like, let's just be real about it. These men live rent free in y'all man, and you don't care about yourself. You don't put as much effort into yourself as you put into trying to figure out the next sentence or the next thing that you're going to type in the chat room to get back at some nigga. You don't put no effort like that into yourself. So if black men want to know, there's your answer. Why black women don't seem to care about their health, their longevity, their general well-being. Well, it's because you all have fostered an environment where it is not necessary for her to care. You all have fostered an environment where we know that you will just take anything because you are the black Mikeys of the world. Give it to Mikey. He'll eat it. He'll eat anything. That's the reason why that movie Stepdad came out, and the leading hero in the movie was a black man stepping in to be stepdad to a non-black woman and non-black children. You are the cleanup men. So no woman has to be particularly spectacular for you, because that's what black men are here for. And you all have proudly worn the cleanup man cape. Even those of you that claim you don't are cleanup men. You run up in here, Demetrius, and say, not me. But then I guarantee you, if you run back the photo album of your past girlfriends, there's one in there that kind of looked like you were in a Black Mikey situation. And you ate it. And you liked it. So, what effort do we have to put in? We don't have to put in any effort. You guys are pretty much going to the same benefits that the fit woman gets, you're giving those same benefits to women that don't put in as much effort. So why should we put in the effort at all? If everybody gets to reap the same rewards, if everybody gets the same benefits, why are we putting in the effort? What's the point? And the point is, it's a waste of time. If everybody gets a participation trophy, it's a waste of time. Hustler and Muscular. He says body positivity is what ruined it. Yet Lizzo has a whole fan base full of mostly black men that are rooting her on. So nah, it's not just body positivity. It's not. I posted a picture of myself on my community tab, showing the results of the weightlifting, because I told you guys that I was going to shred the weight and then I was going to start going into weightlifting. So I posted a picture of myself, um, and someone commented under my picture, because I said that I'm not going to stop till I get down to 155. And he goes, "No, don't lose the curves. We love the curves." When you lose weight, as women, we have a set body frame. Your body frame isn't going to change just because you lose weight, especially if you're building muscle. So in place of the fat, there will be the curvature of that muscle in its place. I plan to have 20% total body fat. That's all I want. 20% total body fat. So I want to get, ripped. I want some muscles. I want to be in the best shape of my life going into my senior years. I want to give myself the best shot I can. And I'm not studying y'all about what you like, because if I listen to you, I'll be in an early grave. I ain't thinking about you. So you go to my community tab and you look at that. Do black men really encourage black women to lose fat? I'm not talking about curves, because you don't lose curves. Most people that know anything about weight loss, you know that the woman is not going to lose her curvature and her shape and her essence of being a woman. She's losing the fat. And she's building the muscles, and the muscles are going to make better curves that don't have cellulite attached to it. Mike Johnson says, "Don't listen to the simps." I'm not listening. I have long, Mike. I long stopped listening to them. Long stopped listening, because they'll have you in a trick bag. Hustler and Muscler said the same men praising Lizzo for her singing talent will probably never sleep with her. Probably. And here's the thing that I want to make perfectly clear, and I have made this perfectly clear on every video. This is not about shaming women for being overweight. That's not something that I want to do, because if you are currently in the state of being overweight, it's not going to benefit you to hate yourself. You can't hate yourself and then perform an action of self-love to better your health. What I'm saying is, love yourself enough to better your health, and the weight will fall off and the better body will follow. That is just a bonus. Getting the better body is a bonus. That's all I'm saying. So with, with all due respect, love yourself no matter what state you're in. But you cannot begin to perform a self-love act of changing your life and looking out for your longevity unless you love yourself. And that's what true body positivity is. Body positivity is not you basking in being unhealthy under the guise of, well, I'm just going to love me and I'm just going to embrace all this and never do anything to improve my situation. That's not self love. But self love is, I know that I'm in a situation right now that's not beneficial. And because I love myself, I'm going to put myself in a situation where I can improve on that. That's what I am saying. And we don't have enough of these conversations as women. Like Chantel Simone, she's into health and fitness, and I admire her. I admire her work ethic, and I admire how she does put out good nutrition information. But I don't like the way that she comes at women, as far as like the names that she calls them, and and how she educates. You can definitely educate without putting people down, and that's what's missing. Like as women, we got to take the cattiness out of helping each other. And see, the sisterhood is like always going to be in shambles because we don't know how to be friends with each other. We don't trust one another. We don't like each other. There's always some underlying jealousy or some underlying shade, or the list goes on and on. I remember when I first came on here, I was wearing some fucked up wigs and got roasted real good. But you know who roasted me the worst? Other women. Um, Nobody actually came to me and said, hey, here's a video, Faith, on how you could work that out and look more professional in front of your camera. Because I'm driving trucks every day. I'm not really a girly girl. I'm still not a girly girl. I'm working on it. My daughter, she's a licensed makeup artist, and I posted a picture on my timeline too. She did some pretty good work with my makeup the other day, but it just made me look too light. I don't like that. This is my regular skin tone, so I like this. But yeah. So I try to delve into the little girly girl stuff. I do. Oh, look at this. Let me read this comment right here. Here's Jack Spade. Wait, where's Faith husband, boyfriend, dude in the picture who is supposed to be, should be the guy in her corner to keep her on her goals? Jack Spade, do you think I need a man to keep me on my goals? Now, I was in a relationship for about 2 years with a gentleman that I met through BMT online. And he's nice and everything. But before I met him, I was already on my goals and my purpose before meeting the man. I don't need a man to tell me that I have to, have a better diet and nutrition plan, and I need to work out and strengthen my body, condition my body. I don't need a man to tell me that, and that's the problem. That's the problem. See, you black men, y'all come in here, and and one thing I will give Princella her roses on, because she did identify you all as the problem. But the problem is that majority of black women still want these problems from y'all. We still want you. That's the problem. And we care too much about what you think. it wasn't until I actually started actually loving myself, regardless to who I'm with. Because I'm talking to somebody right now, but that's none of your business. And before this guy came into the picture, I was about faith and what faith got to do. hmm So, no, I don't need a man to do these things for me. Don't need a man to pay my bills. Don't need that. Pay my own bills. Been doing it for quite some time. Now, as far as companionship and sex I like to have, well, then I need a partner for that. So, yeah, I need a man for those things. But I'm not just going to go grab any man to say that I got one. So, if that means I'm going to be by myself for the rest of my little old days, then so be it. But I'm happy. So, there we go. There's that. Don't need you. Oh, hey, what's going on, Angela Trigger? She says Dusties want to have control over black women because they have no real power or control in the real world. Exactly. Exactly. But we allow them to have control, Angela Trigger. We allow them to have control. And this is the accountability that I want to point out and bestow upon us because that's on us. We allow them that. When we care so much about their validation, we allow them. When I stop caring about being validated and I start caring more about my happiness, that's when I truly became happy. But don't get me wrong, being in love is a beautiful thing. I was married, and being married, being a wife is a beautiful thing. Raising a family is a beautiful thing. But also, I've been single. I'm single right now. And, you know, being able to, only have myself to worry about and do what I want to do and not have a whole lot of, responsibilities on me, that is also a beautiful thing. So, I mean, as a woman, you're going to go through so many different stages in life. That's true, Hustler Muscle says women will only do what men allow. This is true. Yes, Boo Devagi, I have a independent, I make my own decisions. I got my own life and make my own decisions. I don't really need anyone to think for me or any of that type of stuff. God gave me a brain just as well as he gave you a brain. I mean, you all do not have like something that I don't have. The only thing that you got that I don't got is between your legs. But we pretty much got everything else is the same. So the same way I'm able to get up and stand on my own 2 feet, pay my bills, and get out there and get it, we all got that same ability. So these days, it's not like in the olden times where women were dependent on men. We just had to have somebody for stability. It's not like that anymore. So these days, if a woman wants a man and she wants a husband, it's for other purposes besides just stability. So for me, the man has to add value to my life that I'm not currently able to provide on my own. There's something that man has to add to my life that I'm not able to get outside of myself and my family. Otherwise, hey, it's not worth it. And it's got to be more than just him, able to give me an orgasm. I can give myself that too. Oh, Vicious says, what the fuck is that? Title. What the fuck title is that? Vicious. This title is the truth. Vicious. You didn't know? You didn't know that black women care so much about you Negroes' validation to the point where we said, hey, if I can get the same benefits as this chick over here that she beating it up in the gym every day, she eating right, she got her nutrition on point. But guess what? A lot of healthy, thin women are single as fuck, especially in the black community. Black men will wife up unhealthy, heavy set, overweight, obese, skinny. Black men will wife up anything. So if all the women get the same benefits, we have collectively figured out that we don't really have to put in all the effort. We don't have to. So that is the reason why we can say with a straight face and full clarity, we ain't gotta do it because my man like it thick over here. This is what they call it, because they say my man like it thick. And so we call fat thick, because there's some fat women that are just fat. They're not thick, they're fat. They're not PHAT fat, they FAT fat. But we want to put everything under the umbrella of thick. And black men do the same thing. Y'all was the first one to come out with thick. And black men, you were the ones that started calling FAT fat PHAT fat. So, you all are the ones that pretty much promote all of this. Y'all promote it. So why do we have to put in any effort to slim down and be fit and all this other stuff? Be fit, feminine, and friendly. And that's the other thing, the feminine and friendly part. Some of you Negroes like a feisty woman. Y'all love to get cussed out. Y'all love to hear women cussing and arguing back and forth online. I sit up here and watch y'all. It's a form of entertainment for some of y'all. And to the point that some of y'all will get online and y'all will be emptying out your bank accounts for unfit, unfeminine, unfriendly woman. Seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. So why should we put in any effort when everybody is going to get the same benefits? Whether we're fit, feminine, or friendly, or whether we're unfit, unfeminine, and unfriendly, everybody gets the same benefits. So there's a group of guys that's over here rating to proof or you're lying. Demetrius. See, Demetrius, you ain't in all of these chat rooms. You don't know all the juicy tea. You don't know about all the pussy pics and booty pics and titty pics that has been sliding in and out of DMs and all the money that hit the cash apps offline. You don't know about it. Yeah, I ain't trying to call nobody out, but hey, there's one sister that racked up on here, okay? And she unfit, unfeminine, and unfriendly. So y'all, this quit lying. Quit lying. No matter what we do, this is what black women have found out. We don't really have to truly put in all that effort. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. All right, so let's see what I missed out on. Vicious says most of the time it's the wife burying the husband. Vicious also says having a fat ass doesn't mean you are unhealthy. No, no, not at all. Not at all. Now, look, let me tell you, black women, there's one thing that we are blessed with as black women. No matter how small we get, most of us, we're always going to have a shapely, curvy derriere. That's something that is in our group, in our race. I'm not going to say it's part of the culture. It has nothing to do with culture. It has a lot to do with our genetics. So genetically speaking, black women, we're not going to be these flat booty, chicks running around here. Like when white women lose a lot of weight and their behinds get really, really flat, that's not us. That's not us. And the truth be told, like some of us that are going out here getting these BBLs, it's really unnecessary. We have natural curvature down there. So I mean, the most any of us need to do is really to get some squats in, hit the gym. We don't have to do all of that. So no, no, not at all. And as a matter of fact, I'll even do you one. I'll double down on that. There was recently a study in the New England Journal of Science that actually stated that if a woman has, it's more healthier if a woman has more fat in her behind than anywhere on her body. You want to know what's the most dangerous place to have fat? It's called visceral fat. And that's the fat that collects around your gut. That is the most unhealthy place to have fat because your gut is where most of your internal organs are. So what fat is when your body stores fat, it stores fat as a source of energy. But not only does it store fat as a source of energy, but your body is also storing fat to figure out where to put toxins. So, in all of that fat in your body, it's a source of energy, but there's also toxins that are being stored there. And you want to know where majority of the toxins and the fat goes? It goes into the visceral fat. So you have epidermic fat and you have visceral fat. The visceral fat is where most of the toxins are. So if you have a huge gut, you're basically walking around with a huge ball of toxins around your intestines. And I don't know about you, but that's just like walking around with a ball of poison all around your gut. But it's way more healthier to have fat in your behind. I would rather have fat in my butt than in my stomach. So no, not at all. But here's the thing, it's not about being able to pop, jock, and lock it and all that type of stuff. It's not about that. It's about your health overall, longevity, and the condition of your body as you age. That's what it's really and truly all about. Looking good, that is just a bonus. But as a group of people, as black men and as black women, we have to look past the superficial and we have to get to the real benefits. So you guys are focused on superficial all the time. And that's the reason why other groups of people are light years ahead of us when it comes to health, diet, nutrition, fitness, um, exercise. Like I said, I was at the gym. I used to be at the Planet Fitness every day, and there was this black girl that used to hang out there with me, and she was there. I couldn't have a conversation with this girl about anything outside of just superficial stuff that she wanted to do with her body. But when I asked her about diet, nutrition, what her hormone levels were, that's where the conversation fell off. But now, on the other hand, if I'm at the gym and I'm, talking to a white woman, she can talk to me about her hormone levels. because they are more educated than we are on these things. We're only always looking at the superficial. We don't delve deeper than the superficial. And that's something that I would like to see change. Vicious, don't bring your ass up in here telling me what to do. I'm not going to change my title or nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get off of here. Talking about change the title. No, the title is going to stay the same. It remains the same because it's the truth. As Black women, we care too much about what Black men think. Everything that we do it thinking only about what the man likes. We don't think about ourselves at all. At some point in time, and Vicious, I don't know whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, because I can't really see you in the avatar. But yeah, Black men, you all are pretty much driving the whole Black women being overweight and obese. At one side of your mouth, you guys are complaining about Black women being the most overweight, but then off the other side of your wife, but don't lose the butt though. We want you to be fit and don't have a stomach, but don't lose the butt. You know, you guys, you are the ones that are keeping Black women obese, overweight, and out of shape because this is what you care about. You guys are always on the superficial end of it. You don't go further into the health portion of it. And then as soon as that woman goes into the hospital, she gets sick, very few of you all, I'm not saying that there aren't any Black men that do it, but very few of you take care of your women. When that woman falls sick, you don't do it. Like I said, my aunt, she died of a stroke. Her husband did not take care of her. So for all what the thing do and how it move and all the twerking and all that type of stuff, she twerked for that man many years probably. Not saying that I don't think my auntie knew anything about twerking, but you know what I mean. She was tooting that thing up for many years. And what thanks did she get for it? He did not take care of her when she got sick. So, you know, my message to Black women is you got to start thinking outside the box. Stop caring so much about what these niggas talking about because they ain't going to take care of you when you fall off. And for those of you that sit up here and say, well, I can be 230 pounds and be healthy, because youth gives you an advantage. I said the same thing when I was 230 pounds and I was like 27. I was young, my AGEs didn't kick in yet, and I was bouncing around thinking I was healthy. And then what happened? 35 hit, boom, high blood pressure, pre-diabetes. All of it just started coming at the same time. Youth gives you an advantage. If you fuck yourself over and don't take care of yourself while you're young, it's going to hit you when you get older. So you can talk that talk all you want, but wait until you get your 30s and your 40s and then see what you be saying then. Big mama wasn't always big mama. Big mama had a big old butt too when she was 20. And guess what? Big mama didn't go to the gym. Big mama didn't pay no attention to her nutrition. And guess what? She was in that hospital getting her leg cut off. So you mean, I keep telling y'all got to look a little bit further than the superficial. Start, doing what a lot of the other groups are doing. They're looking well beyond the superficial and they're picking mates. I'm seeing a lot of these younger white guys and these German guys, they're picking mates that are fit for longevity. Demetrius, why are you sending me to my room? I'm not saying nothing wrong. See, that's why I hate talking to y'all. I hate talking to the Black community. This is why the community is going to burn. The community is going to burn. All right, y'all. But anyway, if you like the video, Please hit that like button, share, because that keeps me on top. Send all cash apps to $Lady in the Truck, or you can hit the super thanks. With that, I gotta say peace, and I'm out of here. Holla.